In November, I ended up having to make the toughest decision of my life. I was 19 years old and I had found out that I was pregnant. I was about 8 weeks when I came to Sun Parlor Pregnancy Center. My decision was I wanted to keep the baby because I never believed in abortion because my mom had a really hard time conceiving and I was born with in vitro. A lot of people have hard times having babies, so I didn't want to risk the chance of not being able to have babies anymore. So I decided to go through with the pregnancy with the help of Sun Parlor Pregnancy Center. They helped me feel confident in my decision. They gave me emotional support that I didn't have at the time. A lot of people in my life wanted me to have the abortion. They told me I was too young, I wasn't able to do it on my own. It's tough, I'm not gonna lie, but it was worth it. The father of my child, he didn't want me to go through with the pregnancy either. And I thought it would be hard to raise a child on my own without my child having a father figure. And I didn't want to upset him because he was a really important person in my life and we were really close. And I didn't want him to hate me for my decision. That was another fear that I endured. And also I had won Miss Tourism Canada back in 2015 and I was scared about not being able to be that role model anymore, because when you win a pageant you're a role model for so many young girls, and I didn't want to be that negative role model because I was pregnant young. Some of the other pressures that I faced was I was in school. I had a year left to go and I wanted to be able to finish my schooling so that way I could get a full-time job and be able to have the job of my dreams, and I knew it would be hard with a child, and it was hard going through pregnancy alone emotionally. I was scared that my emotions would affect the baby. The first 7 months of my pregnancy, I felt all alone. I wasn't in contact with the father of my child. I was barely in contact with my parents. It was very hard. I was by myself in an apartment. I was going through school. I finished school when I was about 8 months pregnant, so most of my pregnancy I was in school, worrying about school. I was working, trying to work and pay my rent at the same time as trying to get good grades so I can move on. And that's why I decided to contact the pregnancy center. That's why I decided at the very beginning, because they helped me emotionally, they helped me physically with little things that I needed to start getting ready for the baby, and they helped me really weigh out my options and really make my decision, and they made me feel confident in my decision of keeping my son, and I wouldn't have been able to, I don't have the words to be able to thank them. I was at work when I found out about Sun Parlor Pregnancy Center. A guidance counselor came into my store, one that I used to talk to when I was bullied in high school, and she told me about Sun Parlor Pregnancy Center and told me I should give them a call, and I did, and I really am happy with that decision because I don't think I could have done it without them. Sun Parlor also helped me with getting education on how to take care of myself while I was pregnant, education on how to be a mother. I'm so thankful that our city has something such as Sun Parlor Pregnancy. It's a great organization and it's really helped me make my full decision. I'd like to say to women who have been in unplanned pregnancies is it does get better. It really does. My parents are phenomenal with him now. They are so happy. My family adores him. He's a blessing to all of us, and everyone did end up coming around. and it was tough. It was a tough go, but it was so worth it.